Alrighty. So, hello, party people. Today I plan on giving you a tour of a building I recently finished building. Um, it is a mansion-esque style building. I built it for a special someone who shall remain unnamed. It has a splendid view of the multiple different biomes in that particular area. Now, this building I built was a direct model off of this particular mansion slash manor. The one I plan on showing you has only one floor, which I'm not sure if I'll build more floors to it or not, but we'll see where that takes us. Take this building design with a grain of salt, because technically my buildings are never truly finished. There's always more things you can add to them. Let me change it to daytime so we have a little bit better view. Oh, not sunrise, day. Okay. So, as you can see, it's quite bland, quite rectangular and box-like, very similar to that building design over there. You can see it as a more uplifting color scheme compared to the dark tones of the other mansion. I chose birch wood and spruce for the ceiling. I chose birch wood for the walls and the support pillars on all four corners. I chose spruce wood for the ceiling and dark oak wood for the floor. If I'm correct, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 rooms in the entirety of this building. Now the front doors will take us to the main hall. I'll be honest, this is the last room I built, or decorated I should say, and I was kind of running out of ideas. I just put some paintings up. I put this little center booth piece. You could sit, kick your shoes off, whatever you need to do. I put a statue. And of course, because this is the center room, all of the other rooms connect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms. And 6 and 7 and 8. Yeah, there's 8 rooms. I also put this brown carpet on the floor and this little gazebo-esque thing just to add to some details so it didn't look bland and boring. Now, I may be half decent at building, but I suck at lighting rooms. So I'm not totally in favor of these glowstone blocks on the ceiling, but they'll have to suffice. Now, our first room on the right, we have the study. You'll see they're all mostly similar in design. You just have some basic desk space. Here's an actual desk. Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to put some flowers or table space on this. Oh, forgive me, we have some more technical oh, Jesus, I can't speak. Some technical difficulties. Another dead controller. Gotta get that solved. It seems as if my controller's always dying. Okay, anywho, where did I leave off? Yes, I wanted to put some flowers or something on this table, or this desk, just to spiffy it up a little, make it look less bland. Do some double pink, pink tulip, pink candle. Fabulous. Okay. See, this is what I mean. Yes, I may have forgotten to decorate this table, but like I said, the building is never truly finished. But yes, we have some different blocks, some bookcases here. We have a jukebox, listen to some music. We have cartography tables and fletching tables, crafting tables. This is a study, a multi-purpose room of a sense. You could do a variety of things in here, such as studying. I think I'll actually, how do I want to continue this tour? Okay, I'll do all the rooms on the side, and then we'll leave that room for the last, since I suppose it is the nicer of the rooms. Alrighty, this door will take us to the dining room, which can be accessible from that door as well. Also fairly bland in design. I usually don't make dining-esque rooms or kitchen rooms because I'm always playing in creative mode, so I don't have a need for food. As of this room won't be used at all. I put a chandelier in here, which is of a more primitive design, I suppose, especially because this chandelier is powered by candles instead of lanterns. The house over there has a chandelier in every single room, including the bathroom. Which reminds me, I did not put a bathroom in this building. Okay. That's okay. This room will take us to the kitchen, conveniently. Kitchen right next to the dining room. Now this one has some more design, some more intricacy to it. Moving from the left, we have some benches, so, after slaving over the sink, washing dishes, cutting potatoes and whatnot, the staff workers can have, a little rest. And we have a lot of counter space and table space, as you see, all wooden. We have some regular furnaces, which need to have coal in them. We have some brewing stands, so we can brew some different drinks. Yes, as I said before, a lot of counter space, because this is a kitchen, believe it or not. Over here we have a chimney for more primitive, I guess, methods of cooking. Guess we're sticking with that word primitive, because this is the more modern design, and the primitive design is the brown, darker building I've shown. Here's some smokers for more advanced methods of cooking. These cook a lot faster. These cook oh Jesus, what the hell is this called? The smoker. Wow, lost my train of thought. The smokers cook food a lot faster than the normal furnaces. They don't require any more fuel. They require the same amount of fuel as the smokers, so they're kind of a win-win they are. But I guess the kind of ulterior story behind it is that, smokers, they're more advanced, they're higher tech, so there should be less of them. We should have more furnaces. There's some logic behind that, I assure you. Regardless of how rich and high class this building looks, people still just want to opt out for the cheaper versions of things. I'll leave all the doors open for rooms that I've already looked in. Okay, continuing from the left side of the room now, pushing our way towards the room back there, we have the bedroom. Now, the entirety of the first floor on this building is just full of rooms similar to the ones I've shown you, like a study, dining room, kitchen. This one is more primitive, as I said before, so they have what is called a cloak room, which is where you would store your coats and hats and stuff like that. You could think of it as a mud room of sorts. It also had a billiard room, which is for pool tables, if you didn't know that. So we're having more of a homey feel to this building compared to the other one. So the bedroom, you can see I definitely have a lot more detail in this room than all of the others. This actually was the very first room I made. This house is meant for 2 people to live in. 2 people particularly, who shall remain nameless. We have a lovely smiley face in the carpet here. We have double bookshelves, double treasure chests / nightstands. We have some chains and fencing for God knows why. And we have the double bed so that the two individuals may slumber together. We have a lovely little desk, some bamboo, I believe that is, some pink candles, a splendid view of the jungle. We have some more storage and a larger bookcase. We have some armor stands, so we could put our clothes there. The same with the chests, you could put whatever you'd like in there. Now, our other room here, this library is significantly larger than the other library in the older building. It is a much more, how do I put it, extravagant design, I suppose. You could think of it as a loft or a reading nook. There's, I want to say, actually less books in here. Like, all those little green, red, and blue things, each of those are a book. And the bookshelves, I feel, are less in here than in the other building. We have kind of the librarian's clerk's desk. We have little seating areas, talk, chat up with your friends, family, whatever. We have a, what is this called? I think it's called a lectern. Yes, it is called a lectern. I should put a book in there. Where are the books at? Somewhere in here. Yep, here's a book. Book and quill. Yes, I could write things in this book, or I could just put a blank book down. But it's all just for looks. Now to the left of that, we have an enchantment table. You could enchant your armor and your swords, your weapons, tools. We have another little seating area. And we have an upper deck. As you can see here, it's guarded by the fences, just so we don't have any slips or falling accidents. This is what I mean by it's a lot larger, but coincidentally has less books, because this originally was supposed to be two separate rooms, as you can see by this little divider here. This would have been one room, and this would have been the other. However, I just decided to make it so, large, because one, if not both of the people in this, who inhabit this house, or who will hypothetically inhabit this house, severely loves books. It's borderline addicted to books. Now the way up to this little catwalk area is just a staircase here. There's really nothing up here other than just the ability to walk. I mean, you can, just pace back and forth with someone, have a conversation, whatever. There's no books accessible up here, but it's really just for looks, like half of the things in this building. Now, that door will lead to the final room I wish to show, which happens to be the Conservatory Lounge. Conservatory, that's quite a big word, but a conservatory, I'll show the other outdoor conservatory. It is essentially a home for plants, like a room, but for plants. It probably looks familiar of a sort. A large outdoor glass building. You see there's a lot of flowers in here, a fountain, even some trees. This conservatory, this outdoor conservatory, is meant for that building there. The older building. Geez, it did get dark fast, didn't it? Let me just put a stop to this rain, please and thank you. Building there, before we come to our conclusion, I excavated, I don't know how to pronounce that word. I destroyed this whole mountain. As you could see, I literally just, like, sliced it in half. I broke each individual block by hand. So if that doesn't show some real, work ethic, I'm not sure what does. I originally wanted to destroy this whole half of the mountain too, and make this building significantly larger, similar to the size of that building. I did the same thing. I absolutely massacred this mountain. I cut it in half. I did use a little TNT for this demolition job. This area originally was open, like there wasn't tall mountains like there is here. These tall mountains weren't also here. It was relatively open. I just had to flatten it out. Flatten this area. And of course this area too I flattened out. Now the one minus about having that home up on a giant hill is the accessibility. As you can see, the entrance to this building is very wonky, to say the least. Very, very wonky. This, you'd probably have to have, like, climbing equipment to get up here. Or a damn ender pearl, I don't know, something. Now, enough rambling. Finally, I will show you the indoor conservatory. Alrighty, so we have some seating lounges. We have a little seating area here, a lovely coffee table in the center. We have probably the largest seating arrangement here. It has 3 sofas, I suppose, couches, chairs, whatever you wish to call them. Now what really makes a conservatory is the greenery, you know, the vegetation and the plants. So we can see that demonstrated by all of these bushes. We have our brown carpet. We have these countertop spaces absolutely full of plants. Over here, 2 more bamboo. Some what's this plant called? A blue orchid. My favorite flower in all of Minecraft. It's just so colorful and pretty. Now, you ask me probably why is there a dead plant in here? Now, that's pretty much just for the realism. I mean, in a real conservatory, it would be odd probably to not find at least one dead plant. You know, it's just a given. You can see this door leads to the library, as does this door lead to the kitchen. Displayed by this lovely signage. I was eerie about putting a tree in here, but I figured it would just be necessary to kind of take away from the giant skylight. Because in, you know, a lounge, it's supposed to have a more homey feeling. A more, oh god, how do I put it? I don't know, just a warm feeling, and I feel like having this giant open view to the sky kind of takes away from that warmy feeling. So I figured having the tree would take away the attention from the ceiling. But having the skylight is pertinent because, I mean, all of these plants need sun and, you know, UV rays from the sky. So it's all just logical. Obviously, plants don't actually need sun in Minecraft, but it's okay. We're just gonna use our imagination. We have another little seating area. I might put some more chairs or something, because this area, or these few areas, just feel very open to me. I put some kind of table in the middle, I don't know, something to take up space. And we have this lovely, lovely, double-wide window atrium area. We have some grass blocks with some full-size bushes. I believe these are peonies. This is a rose bush. These are lilacs, and some sunflower. Just an absolutely dashing window. I made a window similar to it in the other building, but it definitely is not of the same stature as the one in the new building. Now, one thing, actually 2 things, I still plan on building or adding to this building kind of property is a tennis court and a pool. Now, truthfully speaking, this was the original build quite a number of weeks ago, probably like a month or 2 ago. You see it is of a much smaller size, probably due to the fact that this mountain is pretty small itself. And it's just oddly shaped. You can see I didn't even finish building it. I kind of just gave up on it. Here's the normal bedroom. And here's the not so normal bedroom. I was fully mindedly wanted to make a very nefarious setting in this build. Um, but yeah, this wasn't quite finished either. Wow, I'm quite a nefarious builder to say the least. Got some saddles, name tags, lassos. Good lord. Okay, just gonna exit that room. Uh, this would have been a little living room. This would have been a kitchen probably. The one thing I did add to this build was the swimming pool. However, this did not go very well because a normal swimming pool would not have running water like this. Now, just because of Minecraft physics, I couldn't properly fill these blocks. Like, I could take a bucket of water and dump it in here all day long, but it's unfortunately not going to do anything. I really did try to fill it up, but it just didn't work all that well. I also measured all the blocking distance: 1 block, 2 block, 3 block, 4 block, 6 block, yeah, 4 block, 6 block, and 8 block. 8 blocks measured in actual blocks. It's quite a lovely pool. I suppose it could have had a nicer design, but it's still dashing. Well, okay everybody, thank you for watching. That just about concludes my tour. I hope you enjoyed it.